and just like that, season three, series done. Definitely a lot of hate watching went on with the with the series. Uh, I have my own feelings about the storyline, really for all three seasons, but we covered the fashion. We just stuck with the fashion for this one. Usually we do love, hate, I can relate, but the fashion, honestly, in a way, was sort of the best part of the series to me. And people were even hating on the fashion, but there's always interesting stories behind the fashion, and that's what I love. I can't, I mean, I really watched this series probably for nostalgia's sake, but it did feel like this past season we lost that nostalgia quite a bit. Carrie didn't seem to be herself, and people were getting upset about that. Finally, so there were 12 episodes. Finally, the ninth episode, episode nine, is when there was a shift, and it felt like Carrie was back. Had a little more of the Sex and the City vibe to it. People complained and said, well, how could it can't be the same show? I didn't expect it to be the same show. The women are almost, they're in their late 50s. Obviously, it's a different time in their lives. It just, there was some storylines in there that just were, uh, I don't know, some of it seemed unrealistic, uncharacteristic of the characters, also some corny jokes. And they took some themes a little bit to me over the top. But there is still something oddly comforting about watching these characters that I watched for so long before. So I would still say watch it, even if you didn't. It's the last time you're probably, I mean, unless they have a movie, I think it's the last time you're going to see them. Um, I don't know if you didn't watch Sex and the City, if you would, I don't think you would want to watch this. I hate to say that, but I wish I could say, oh yeah, you don't need, it. No. So I don't know how I would recommend it that way. But I just want to do a little plug for the TikTok, for our TikTok account. I've been doing fashion deep dives into and just like that. Look for less, is trying to find dupes, also just picking apart the outfits and say where they come from. And people are loving it. And it's different from what we have on, there's some I put on YouTube as well, but you should check it out because people are loving it. I've been helping people find things too. They're like, do you know where this is from? I'm like, let me find it for you.
Oddly enough, I was not a Sex and the City fan. I there are people I know who will remain nameless who will say that Sex and the City ruined New York. There are a lot of people who came to New York thinking that they could have a job writing for a magazine and
Oh,
exclusively going to gallery openings and wearing fashionable clothes and having lunch with
right.
their girlfriends that were shocked to find that that's not what
They
life is
couldn't
like
live
here.
there. Yeah, no, no.
I was like, I liked And Just Like That as a title because I suppose like menopause in the city was taken, or like that didn't have as good a ring to it.
Well, yeah. I mean, and in just like that, she has just there's just an endless amount of money she has now. I mean, she wrote some books and apparently had some bestsellers. But the money is really from her husband who had passed away. No, I moved into the city right. I moved into Brooklyn really kind of when the show started. And it's funny, Sex in the City. And I moved back up here where I am now when the series was ending. So it's kind of funny. She went to Paris. It was like the last season, but she ended up obviously coming back. But she was going to Paris and I was coming to Sorganies, New York. So I really felt the parallel. No, but like living in the city at the time when this was airing and everything, we were always like, this is unrealistic, like about the clothes that they had and yeah, what she lived off of. We were like, how much money does she make writing a column? But I loved that show. I loved that show. Oh my gosh.
This is the BTRP Media Network.